up? What up? Hey, high five. Yeah, I mean, I sent him long time ago, high vibe. Long time ago, I sent him my email. He never responded. I even put in the subject bar, this is Tejas409, this is Tejas409. And he never got to looking at it. But if you leave a comment on one of my videos, high vibe, I'll go to it and I'll give you my email. That way you can go ahead and do what you need to do with it. What up, Mel? What up, girl? It's your girl Sunshine. Bro, I wouldn't even want to invest in a hopper. Like if I had got a Lolo, it'd be definitely a 59 Impala. But I would just have like maybe front, back, and side to side. Like there wouldn't be no three wheeling. There wouldn't be no hopping. Like I would just have like something where I could just slam it if I want to, or raise it up if I want to. But yeah, that's a big investment playing around with hoppers. They're bound to break. And I mean, if you don't win a competition, then it's just all money being poured into it. I'm doing good, Sunshine. Thanks for asking. How about yourself? That's cool, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. I took the day off on that shit. Fleetwood. Oh, those are two big ass cars to be hoppers. And what kind of Lincoln? So you gonna have a trailer queen? The Fleetwood would be a trailer queen. Damn, she ain't been to bed. I'm sure there's a lot of coffee being involved in that situation. Yeah, we all pay bills, man. It's kind of sucks. rush to fucking try to be an adult, and then you get hit with all this shit. It's like I want to be a kid again. Yeah, I know. Nobody wants to be an adult because even rich people ain't happy. Millionaires ain't happy. You know what I mean? It's like man, nobody wants to be an adult. I think the simpler times is where it was at. You know, and if you can make it past 30, then you live a second life. So you start realizing things that aren't so important anymore. You know what I mean? Like your image, who cares, man? You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Take care of yourself. Was told by a blind man a long time ago before he passed away, man. Your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. What's up, gamer? I mean, you could go almost 2 weeks without eating. I don't recommend it, but if you had to push it, you know, what you can't do is go 72 hours without water. You go 72 hours without water, your organs and your body starts eating itself. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Sorry that you got dealt that card, Amy. I've had step cousins that had to do the insulin shit, but like I said, they're step cousins. That marriage didn't last. I didn't keep up with them. Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't even want to stay in that state long. It's too hot. Can you lay down already, dude? You making all this commotion over here. All of it. Yeah, they could recommend it, but they can't legalize it for you. That's what sucks. Is that you're still taking a risk, still taking a risk on what you know, what can help you. Yeah. The Republic of Texas laws don't play with that. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, well, a doctor recommended it to me." That's what sucks. Because I know eventually, as I get older, one of my eyes is gonna have glaucoma. The one I got sucker punched in. So I know that glaucoma can be slowed down by the use of bud. But if it's not legal here in Texas, I mean, the only way it could possibly be given to me is if it was a prescription written to the glaucoma doctor, and then they would basically give me little capsules. I've seen the capsules; they exist. They exist. I've seen them. They're refrigerated. I used to work in a pharmacy in the state of Texas. Matter of fact, and I've seen the capsulettes that they use for people that have glaucoma. So I mean, I know that's probably the only way that it would be, something that the laws can't really get involved in, because I mean, you, it's not enough in the bottle to make anything out of it. Shit, they trying to shut it. They trying to shut it all down in Austin, like legitimately. They're trying to get rid of everything, every possible inclination that was allowed to be sold in stores here and there. They're really trying to get it out of here, and all it's going to do is just open up the black market again. You give a person an option to go buy something that they know. Okay, well, I'm not going to get in trouble if I get pulled over with this, but now you're taking it away, and it doesn't make no sense, man. I think a lot of people need to get the fuck out of Congress, man. A lot of people need to fucking get out of there. You know, they're still stuck with the fucking mentality of the '60s and the '50s and the fucking '70s. Man, come on, move with the time. And they're not trying to move. They're still stuck behind, like some fucking power trip. Like, I'm gonna hold on to it. Hold on to what? People already got hip to this. People already looked into this. There's so many beneficial things with that plant. So many beneficial things. We wouldn't even have to cut down trees anymore. Grow fields and fields of hemp. You can make clothes out of it. You can make shoes out of it. You can make a lot of textile merchandise out of it. Fucking paper. You can make paper out of that shit. I don't know. We over here destroying rainforests. We're over here destroying, trees and never replanting them. Man, it's gonna be a scary situation 100 years from now. Scary situation if this motherfucking world's still going. If somebody hasn't blasted off a nuke yet, you know. But then again, the aliens will stop it. The extraterrestrials, they'll come swoop in and nope, you're not gonna blast that off. Nah, they don't want plants. We're more of a collectible item than plants are. I mean, that's why people have said they've gotten abducted. They're curious. They want to know more about the genetic code. It'd be wild though, like if planet Nibiru came into our orbit, the 10th planet in our solar system. If that, I mean, they said it's it's still orbiting and it's coming this way, but it orbits our it gets close to us in our area, orbital area. There we go, orbital area. Every 2,600 years, as they said, it's when it does happen and when it does show up that catastrophic things happen on this planet. You know that things happen to get reset. You know, so if you never really heard of that, it's Nubaru, planet Nubaru. Also look into something called the Emerald Tablets. Emerald Tablets, pretty interesting. At least to me, it was. I watched the whole documentary about Planet Nibiru and the Anunnaki. Yeah, exactly. There's more. There was more than what was led to believe, man. On the Anunnaki, I didn't know that there was more beings than the two that came here. Like that, there was a whole war with technology that we have no idea. You know, we can't even fathom the technology that the Anunnaki possess. I mean, they're freaking huge, dude. There's some big beings. Like the Anunnaki's like sculptures and Anunnaki things that they found on this earth. Like some of those guys are holding uh fucking full grown lions, like as a kitty. Like a kitten, like just holding it. A lion's fucking 800 pounds. A grown male lion can probably reach up to 800 plus pounds. And he's just holding it like a little cat. He just, hey, hey, hey. So what makes you think that that ain't a massive extraterrestrial or being? It's already been proven, dude. Gamer, it's been proven. There have been, massive amounts of whistleblowers that have came out and they have said that they have found old ancient crafts buried. I mean, look at that dude that brought down that spear. I don't know how he did it, but he brought down the spear ball and it's got all this weird designs on it. Like, what if that thing set off a beacon? Like a Mayday, Mayday, and fucking this guy has it. I can show him the world what it is. Hey, Amy, get that fucking dude out of here, man. You don't be talking like that. Stupid fucking idiot. Total disrespectful. Like, you know what I mean? It's just goofball shit. That fucking goofball. Hey, they're seed what they're cloud seeding again. That's what it is. They're cloud seeding all over again. You're about to see some interesting things in the years to come. Nah, not at all. Not at all, man. I agree with you, Amy. Not at all. He thought that was gonna just fly up in here, and everybody was gonna get to see what he said. How come nobody's allowed to live in the Arctic? How come most countries have already signed a treaty with each other to just allow individuals to go there for research, and they're only allowed a certain point to research? Yeah, they think that they're dealing with somebody that can't keep his composure. Yeah, I'm not gonna tolerate somebody talking like that to a female though. Like, not here. I mean, especially if she's the one engaging with him, because he says, "Hey, do you speak Spanish?" Like, you know, whatever. He won't be seen again unless he comes in with another name, and then it's just a matter of time before he drops something stupid in the comments and get back up out of here once more. Nah, I don't think they found the edge of the world, dude. I'm really leaning on what Admiral Byrd found, gamer. I'm really leaning on what Admiral Byrd found. Yeah, he went on the news and he went on the news and he said what he said. They warned him. He didn't shut up. Then he went into an interview with some CBS company, and then that's when they took hold of him and they basically decredited him. They took all his accolades away. They threw his ass in a fucking crazy home, never to be seen again. Allegedly, allegedly. I mean, I don't really know if that's actually what happened, but that's what has been documented up to this point. But I'm pretty sure that some of the MIBs had something to do with it, because those are the ones that show up and things really change for a person. A big time credible guy, bro. You don't give a fleet of that magnitude to one guy if he doesn't know exactly what he's doing. You know what I mean? They gave this guy a naval fleet to go up to, well, to go to Arctic to Antarctica and figure out what's going on down there. And they came back after 6 months, and yeah, I mean, the stuff that this guy was dropping was too shocking at the time to understand. I mean, at that time, like, he said he was flying over that hole that he found. He found a hole down there. He said he was flying over it, and as he was flying, he was looking down, and he saw woolly mammoths. That's a prehistoric animal, and he's wondering how the fuck is that down there, still alive? And there's no. It wasn't like it was in the snow. Like, it was in another. You know what I mean? Inside that hole was a whole nother ecosystem going on in there. Yeah, I think that there's more than just the Black Pyramid there. I think there's a whole lot of stuff under that ice that the world hasn't even seen. Look into what look into what a do is DEW. They have them down there in the Arctic. DEW, building or structure in the Arctic. Yeah. They also got satellites, or they got a satellite up there orbiting around it. Um, can do some devastation. I think they figured out that they won't be able to ever do a nuclear explosion or an atomic explosion ever again. So the powers that be got creative and figured out a way to put something up there that they can use as a weapon, and that it won't be, I guess, fucked with. Like, I mean, I think anything that's advanced, if it, anything out there that's more advanced than us, could probably come here and shut shit down. You know what I mean? That's the interdimensional beings. You know what I mean? The interdimensional beings. They're the ones that, maybe there's beings in the fourth dimension that are watching our government. Maybe there's beings in the fifth dimension watching the fourth, telling the fourth what to do because they can come through here. They can manifest themselves here and take out what is a threat. I mean, atomic energy is a serious threat. Nuclear energy is a serious threat. These are energies that can level shit down. Like, I mean, for real, change the way this world is. Yeah, HARP is more of a weather thing, though. That's like they're seeding things into the clouds. They ain't got no. I mean, honestly, like, why haven't they really investigated or tried to send a message to the Black Knight satellite? Like, they have left that alone. They discovered it and they left it alone. It's transmitting a signal to this day. What if that signal's going to Nibiru? Like, what if one of the Anunnaki left it and has been transmitting signal for over 2,000 years now? What is keeping that thing going for that long? What kind of power source? That's wild. Crazy wild, dude. Like, it has a power source that's unlimited. Is it the Black Knight satellite covered with like solar panels? Like, was it made out of some type of solar panels that's why it can just have the longevity that it has? Nah, bro, they have not got no control of that. Hell nah, bro. They're scared of it. They act like it doesn't exist. They try to debunk that shit, bro. They're fearful of what that is. Like, it's emitting a transmission, dude. To this day, it's still shooting out whatever in the cosmos. Something is getting that transmission daily. Cannot be deciphered. I mean, I'm sure that there's been over the years people trying to listen to this shit, trying to figure it out. Nope. Nobody has been born into this earth that can hear that transmission and figure it out yet. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's a Black Knight satellite, and that some way, somehow, that wherever it came from, they had solar technology. Or it could be nuclear. You know, and that's wild that it ran. and it's still going, still operational, still moving around in our orbit, and it doesn't orbit our atmosphere in the way the other satellites orbit. So you have Earth, right? It's at a 23 degree, you know what I mean, lean, and all the satellites are going this way. You know, they're going that way. All the satellites we put up orbit that way, or orbit, the equator. This thing is orbiting north to south. It's going like this. It's the only thing up there that is doing that. He's not from here, dude. He gonna fuck around and land on Mars, and he's gonna realize, holy shit, there are fucking humanoids here. That's what's gonna end up happening. They're gonna end up like being able to get to Mars and try to colonize something, and all these humanoids that have been stuck there are gonna probably seek some type of retribution. Like, don't come to this planet and think you're gonna be the new Christopher Columbus. We was already here, you know. And think about this: what if they don't have suits and they don't need tanks to breathe? Those individuals that landed on Mars are fucked. You can't fight that battle. You can't. If they don't have oxygen tanks and they're used, their body's already acclimated and has been acclimated to the Martian uh, oxygen levels or whatever, bro. There's nothing that one of us or any kind of us could go over there and handle that situation. We breathe a certain percent of oxygen to keep us alive, and if we don't have that, that's a battle that's going to be lost. It never was in the Earth gravitational pull. I'm sure that it can go east to west, north and south. I'm sure that satellite has its own way of maneuvering. It's not being guided by anything that we have as the United States government. They're gonna find out real quick what the fuck's going on over there. Once they land, once they figure out, oh, it's possible to make that flight or make that a reality, and people start buying and buying and buying into it because they want to go see what the Martian planet is about, or the Mars, and what if they get there and these humanoids are fucking 8, 9, 10 feet tall? What if that's where the Nephilim went? You know, what if some of the Nephilim got picked up by extraterrestrials to be studied, dropped off in Mars, say, hey, figure this out. Let's see how well y'all do here. This actually has a playlist, so this is pretty cool. Like I could see the upcoming songs. Act the fool. Yeah, they could stay where they're at, but I mean, who's to say that they haven't discovered their own ways of transportation? Who's to say they haven't discovered like there's somebody over there trying to be like, hey, we need to get to that planet over there? You know, what if there's entities on that planet Mars doing the same discoveries and researches on their planet to get them here? And we're like, we're trying to get over there. Yeah, I'm sure that. Well, they said that ETs have been here and talked to the government, and some treaties have been signed with certain ETs, extraterrestrials, to obtain technology, and in return, for the technology, they were given full access to abduct whoever they want to abduct for their own research. Now that just goes to show you that the United States government does not care about the people that are here. The agenda is more important. They're the thrill to take over the world is more important. It's crazy. It's crazy that there's still a lot of people sleeping on this information. You know, it's there. You just gotta find it. You just gotta look into it. Well, the ones that have took it serious are not here. That's why nobody wants to come forward. Yeah, the ones that come forward, they get discredited. They get their fucking accolades taken away. They're becoming nobody and never to be seen again in the same light. So it's like, do I want to lose everything that I built you know, that I built up until this point? Wild. Yeah. It's in that book that I read, dude. You remember Gamer? Hey, Gamer. Have you heard of this guy named Daniel Nemes? His last name is Nemes. First name is Daniel. You ever heard of that guy? Look at what he created. Not created, but invented. Look at what he invented. It's gonna blow you away. See. Mel probably fell asleep somewhere. She went home. She went home, knocked it out. Gone. Hey, you see what he made? See what he invented? And he cataloged, well, I'm just going to tell you, he cataloged over like 60 something photos. It's Dr. Daniel N. Elephant Michael Elephant Sam. So you got Nancy Elephant Michael Elephant Sam. He's from Colombia. But what he was able to invent and capture is just mind blowing. And once you see what you see, like let me know because I can start showing the chat what I pulled up because you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see it. It's weird how it works, man. Like those pictures that are put up, hard to see. Like, but when you see it with camera to camera, like when I show them on this to that camera, it kind of clears up and you can actually see exactly what's in that picture. Well, look, dude, he created a device that can capture interdimensional beings, interdimensional beings, bro. And with that device, he was able to capture images, and he cataloged over 60 interdimensional beings. So here's one that he captured. It's one of the 60 plus. Here's another one. But when you look at these pictures on your laptop or your phone, they're real granulated. And it's weird how when I do it from the camera phone to this, you get better detail of what the fuck you're looking at. Look at this thing, dude. This thing is looking directly at the fucking lens. It's got like bear ears or wolf ears. I've not shown the same pic twice, Amy. Unless you were seeing the same pic that I was looking at and showing. Look at this one. It's wild. I got you, Amy. No worries. I thought you might have like clicked on the same thing that I clicked on, and you were just saying, "Hey, I'm looking at the same thing right now." Look at this one. This one kind of reminds me like a that cartoon Airbender. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the entity in this looks like to me he has no hair on the top of his head, black eyes. Looks like there's some type of growth. You know what I mean? Growth coming out of the sides of the forehead. There's the nose. There's the cheekbones. There's the mouth. Black eyes. This one kind of reminds me of the alien that was on the Men in Black, or not Men in Black, the alien that was on the mothership craft of Independence Day. Check this out. Because there's the cranium, there's the head where my finger's going. It's a big massive head, and then there's the forehead, the eyes. It's trippy, dude. Real trippy. Like, and the MIBs came and talked to old Dr. Daniel. Dr. Daniel has not been found in a good while. He has disappeared. Yeah, I'm just gonna, you know what I mean. I'm gonna stop putting those pictures. It gets interesting and yeah. It's just it's crazy that not crazy, but it's interesting that there was a way to capture these interdimensional beings, and the inventor is nowhere to be found. Hasn't been heard from in years. Yeah, but it's the detail you can only really see if you're doing it the way I'm doing it. Like having the camera look at the other device and then reflect it back on what you're looking at. I mean, because when you look at it through your own phone or you look at it on a computer screen, it's really distorted. Like there's no way of clearing it up. But for some reason, some way, it when you put two devices facing each other and it reflects back to the device looking at it, it shows it clearer. Yeah, I'm not saying that you're wrong at what you're seeing, Amy. I mean, you can see things that I don't see, and I'm probably seeing things that you don't see. So yeah, I mean, it's cool. You know, it's all in the perspective of what you're looking at. You know, how your mind breaks it down. You know, all three of us could be looking at the same piece of art. We'll all see three different things, but the artist created one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we could see multiple different things in one piece of art. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm right and you're wrong. Doesn't mean that you're right and I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's art. But this is just something that is trippy. You know, that's cool, gamer. Right? I agree with you, Amy. Yeah, well, we can't see it, bro, because whatever you're gonna send my way, it's gonna come to the phone that I'm streaming on, and I can't see anything. Because if I exit out of here to go take a look, it ends the stream. So I won't be able to see anything you send me till like later, like whenever I finish this. It's if I finish it. I may go for some few hours here. No, I mean you can send it, bro. It's gonna make a noise and that's it. Like I'm not gonna be able to see it. You know, I'm not streaming on the green phone right now. I'm streaming on my other one. The green phone's over here to the side. If I would have done it that way, yeah, you could have sent me whatever, and I would have been able to see it immediately. What is this? It's crazy, man. Ice Cube's such a legend, but that's an automatic. Like they're gonna they're gonna stop this from rotation. I'll be right back, guys. Mm. Had to go get some more water. Man, what the? Obviously, these guys have made some hits. So let's see what this is about. Sunday evening. We're all at home. I thought you went to sleep, Mel. I thought you crashed out. Said, man, I'm going home after this Target order. On. Yeah, I'm gonna be running it for a while. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to hit at least maybe the 4.5 hour mark, maybe five. Yeah, I run into the same issue. And when they don't do that, when they don't put their lights on for me to see good, like, and I do find their home, I put their food at the very furthest point of their front doorway entrance, so they have to come out, literally come get it. Yeah, they don't understand that. You know? Okay, well, let's just turn you off. Oh shit, dude! I was able. Yeah, I'm not. That's wild, dog. That's wild, gamer. It popped up above the freaking screen, dude. Yeah, it's a video of it, like in 2017. I'm not gonna be able to watch it, but I'll watch it after the stream. But it's crazy that it popped up in front. Like I'm streaming and it's like it's on my screen, but y'all can't see it. I can see it. All right, Mel, I'll be here. Now, how the heck do I get this off my screen? Whoa, bro. How the heck did I do that? How? Bro, I'm looking at my whole Instagram, like my whole Instagram, like like as if I opened it up, and it's in a little bitty screen, like a little bitty box, and it's allowing me to see everything like as if it's on my whole screen. That's wild, dude. I'm gonna have to figure out how I was able to do that so I can do that for the future. Right now, I'm gonna exit out. I know that was crazy. Like it just popped up over me doing my YouTube, and I was able to like good like look through all the Instagram. No, I've never done that. Like I've always like it. I've had Instagram pop up while I'm doing a live, and I accidentally click on it, and it opens up the whole Instagram. So obviously something I did this time around allowed it to go into a little box and be over the live. All right, cool gamer. And that's my old phone. The one I'm streaming on now is the old phone. The green phone is newer. So I thought he would be able to be doing on this one. I'm gonna try to figure out how I did that. That way I can definitely be able to look at stuff while I'm streaming now. Yeah, I've had it that way too. Like where if I'm you know just a chatter in the chat, then like if I need to go look at an email or if I need to send a text message, I can minimize the YouTube to the corner and it still goes while I'm doing stuff in the background. But I've never seen what I just saw. Yeah, we're not finna skip this section. Bunch of songs. I wonder if he did this. Where would I look? Yo, what up, Dix? Dix in the building. That boy Dix in the building. Yeah, man. Toast foot. I don't like the way this guy mixed this. It's not. I see why he put slow and revert because it's not what the fuck I grew up listening to, or how the late great Robert Earl Davis Jr. would have done it. He pro- he's probably doing a live. About to find out. Nah, he didn't go live yet. He was on what? They refer what they somebody commented in the chat that he should open up a sandwich shop and serve sweet tea too. That's wild. Wonder who wonder who that could have been. Damn the fuck. Oh, dude, turn that shit off. What was what was the name? I'm just curious. That's all. I'm curious as to what this name is. Juice World. I don't think that's who we possibly might think it is. That Yeah, I don't think the dude would be that creative. I mean, clearly he's watching. I mean, that's definitely something that has been confirmed by another individual that I talked to. And I don't really care if he watches. You know, it's the principle of not not understanding what's being talked about, and him. Like, I never said that he couldn't come into the chat and just chat with people. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, I'm not gonna have somebody talking crazy or trying to ask stupid questions to people in my chat and then get upset about it when they don't talk to him. Nobody can be forced to talk to another person. Like, you say what you want to say in the chat, move on. Get out of your feelings. It's entertainment. If you're not entertained in this chat room, go to somebody else's chat. You know, that's what it boils down to. It's all entertainment. Yeah, I mean the simple fact that, like, the situation between y'all two, right? That should have never taken place. Like, who is this guy to tell you to get out of the bubble? I didn't even know I was in a bubble with him. Let that sit in. It's all made up in his own mind. The delusion, the delusion has set in. And if I was the first to kick him, I was the first to do it. But at the same time, like, you're not gonna be riding on my channel holding a wrench and thinking that you're gonna be able to do what you want to do. Because quickly that backfired on you. Bro, I ain't got no friends. I ain't got nobody out here. Like, I got associates I deal with. All my real ones are dead or locked up. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Learn how to communicate, learn how to navigate, learn how to get up outside and do something, you know? Or what, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I was just glancing at it. You know, I was talking and glancing, and, you know, that's what it gets. You can't be disrespectful and think that you're not gonna get dealt with. You know, I don't know who the fuck raised him, but you should never be impolite or rude to a female that you don't even know. You know, get to know a female before you want to throw some rude shit her way, because it's gonna come right back at you. You see what I'm saying? And that's a little kid mentality. Like, the way he handled that shit, nah, that's why he gone. And then asking me, what's the name of that song? What's the name of that song? What's the You ain't got Shazam, bro? There's apps out here that can listen to what I'm playing and they'll tell you exactly what it is. I'm not gonna stop in mid conversation to tell you what the song is named. Yeah, I know, it popped up on my thing. It said that he was going live. I mean, the most damage that was done was over there, man. Like, I really feel bad for my partner Dex, man, because that's where all the damage was done. because by now Dex should be at close to 4,000, 5,000 subscribers, and he's still sitting in under three. And who has the blame for that? The guy that abused the power. And I didn't want him coming over here with that shit. And I never remodded him ever. So in the previous chats, I never modded him. It was a glitch on the phone and in the app that I was using. And like I said, I will never stream on Prism again. And there's nothing wrong with that app, but for some reason, when I plug it into my battery box and plug the phone up, yeah, it started modding people in the chat randomly, and I wasn't for it. And it's just a wrench. It's just what the capability of putting somebody in timeout or hiding them. That's what you feel special about. Yeah, it's all good. It's not gonna stop what I'm doing. Whatever his goals or his ambitions are, good for you, bro. Keep moving. But I'm not gonna be along with it, and I could care less. I could care less. You're obviously in your early 20s. If that's the truth, if that's the truth, because I know what he looks like. He don't look like he's in his early 20s. He looks younger. So, and if that's all, look, if that was the case, right? Why didn't he come out and just like let us know off the screens or behind the scenes? This is who I really am. You know, like in order to really move forward with the streaming and doing something with this, I mean, show your face, or you get lucky. You get lucky and you have a bunch of people that just fall into into what you're doing. Me, I ain't got no problem showing my face. None. I got some deformities too. Look, dimples. Dimples, bro. Dimples. Deformity. Still showing my face. Think I wanted these deformities? No. I didn't want these deformities. This is what I was dealt with. So I got to deal with it. And I got to carry on with my life that when somebody does something in a manner that allows me to express the muscles in my face, there's the deformity. I'd spend it all if I could find that. Oh, cancel. Of my own. Would it be cool if I did a stream like this? I don't think that's a bad look. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad look. Right? And I think you could possibly hear me better because it has a built-in microphone. Psych. I'm using the headphones for the podcast that me and Dix got, well, trying to start up with the whole wrestling thing. Let's go running home. Put a fork in it, huh? Welcome back. Blue to silver, silver to green. That would look cool. Be like, man, I'm not trying to open that. Where's it? There we go. Be like this green though. I don't think they have this as a dye. This color green. I'm a guy that wears a beanie like this, y'all. I don't know how y'all get down with beanies. But this is how I get down with them. It's exactly how I wear a beanie. Straight up. That's cool. Yeah, that look dope, right? There's no way you could take a man serious if he's rocking a beanie like this. No, yeah, I'd wear it like this. Look, my ears are protected. You know? Yeah, I can just pull them down just a little bit. You know, right up in there. You know, right there, right up in there. You know, pull down a little bit. That's style. Difference between me and you, I make this look good. Just tuck it into your shirt. It's not a ski mask. there's there's no holes up there. Yeah, yeah. I've always tripped people out though. I wear a beanie like that and I go to a public place and it's just like is something wrong with that guy? No. I mean, it is my favorite color. Green is my favorite color. My second favorite color would be red, and my third would be black. That's trippy. we'll leave it there. I wear beanies to cover up my wigs. Stop. You don't got wigs. You don't got wigs. Sam. Yes, I'm matching head to toe. Color coordination. Here's my shoes. See? Got red, red, red. And I got high socks on today. Higher the sock, the downer the fool. take a shot? You took the jab? No? Hey, did you check your email mail? You still haven't got back to me to like confirm that you got those lectures or those titles. Got the socks with the líneas. Yeah. She like, she like, dang, he do got tall socks. Polo horses on my socks. Fuck heel figure. Only thing that dude ever made that was really fucking something worth buying again in this world is the fucking cologne. That's it. That's my opinion, not stating facts. Well, when you do have the time, Mel, I mean, get back to me at your earliest convenience. Thank you. Yeah, polo socks. Big facts. Big facts. I thought these socks were pretty dope, because the polo horse is actually stitched into it. Like it's actual like what they put on the t-shirt horse. So I was just like, yeah, these are dope. I got two pair of grays, two pair of whites, and two pair of black. Do that again so I could put you on my foot finder. Yeah, you're gonna be gone for at least 18 hours. Straight up. There's no doubt about it. You're gonna have your subscribers wondering what happened. We need our daily doses of mail. We need our daily dosage of mail. Mail. They're gonna be over there screaming. Well, if they don't like it, it's not for them. Bro, this guy screwed and chopped Elvis Presley. Unreal. It's not gonna get in a rotation though. Nope. Just interesting side piece, you know. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it's bro. They got Japanese cholos, bro. Look that up. And them fools are probably harder than some of them other, some of the ones in California. Yeah, Japanese cholos. It's a real thing. It is a real fucking thing. It blew me away. Yeah, it blew me away. Them Japanese cholos. They probably holding it down for the set. Man, you're funny. You are funny. Ain't nobody want to look at my feet. I mean, I don't got fucked up feet by any means. It's just I don't. Yeah, yeah, gamer. Check them out, bro. Them fools got the Ben Davis fucking wardrobe, bro. The fucking hair nets, fucking hair slicked back, got the lokes on. Yeah, bro. You put them Japanese cholos next to some cholos in California, bro, and they all wearing lokes. They all look like they some hardcore dudes, man. You wouldn't even tell the difference, at all. Even if they took the lokes off, bro, these dudes look like they belong in California. It kind of makes you wonder, like, did some cholos make it over to Japan, and they were just like, nah, this is where we finna stay. That's disturbing. I know that there's people that buy stuff like that, but me, as the kind of man that I am, that takes 2 showers a day, I don't think that the socks would ever get to that point. Yeah, I definitely see you stand on business, Mel. If it don't make dollars, how the fuck you supposed to holler? Carry on, carry on. Not the matching tootsies. Not the matching tootsies. Carry on, carry on. Well, get some rest, Mel. See you when I see you. It's no love lost. Yeah, it's not September yet. It's not September yet. For me. Night mail. No worries, Amy. Thinking about either taking it to the store or just saying, nah, just stay home. Like take take y'all with me to the corner store right quick. Dang, I didn't go down this list. This dude did Rob Zombie. He did Tool. He got some Bruce Springsteen up in this camp. I don't know why that is in here. That's not a like. We need more cowbell. Yes, that's too much. Too much, dude. I don't know what you were doing with the audio on that one. It's a hard listen. So, just looking at the TV screen. Yeah, but it's mixed. It's not the original track. See, it's pretty dope. Brand new invention. New invention. Hey, Lil P, you from Texas? All right, gamer. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Uh, I mean, it's right here. I mean, this is as far as I gotten in the book to this point. I still got all that left. pretty interesting book. Interesting for sure. It's not one of those that I could just read a page and it's going to be something that we can talk about. It's yeah. I mean, it's a good book. Like I find it interesting from what I've already read. I mean, it took the guy 20 years to write it because there was a lot of ducking and dodging, and people didn't want to interview with him. People didn't want to talk to him. They didn't want to bring nothing up. But plus, like the owner of the house sold it, so and then moved away. So it's just a lot of people moved away. A lot of people just decided to bury it and not talk about it. Hey man, they're mirroring, bro. Let Dex know they're mirroring his channel, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this, bro.
You're mirroring him, bro. That's fucking with his algorithm. Let him know that, bro. Let him know.